Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video. In today's tutorial, we're creating the ruched dress that you saw on the thumbnail using this half-scale dress block. If you don't know how to draft a dress block, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box below. Here I have the back. This is the back dress block, and here is the front. This front is drafted on fold because of the manipulation we want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is to transfer the shoulder dart. This shoulder dart, I'm going to transfer it to the side, touching the bust point. After connecting the line, I'm going to trace the shape of the dress block out of the pattern paper. Alright, so now still on fold, I'm going to cut this line or slash it straight to the bust point. After cutting, I'm going to unfold the pattern. The next thing now is to close the shoulder dart. I'm going to overlap the legs, then mask it down, thereby transferring the dart to the side. I'm going to do the same to this other side. I'm going to place pattern paper underneath just to close the opening. Then I'm going to mask it down. I'm going to do the same to the other side also. To cut the excess paper, I'm going to close the dart. I'll close it from up to down. The dart leg, the upper leg, I'll bring it to the down to match the down. Then I'm going to use my scissors to trace the side. Then I'll do the same to the other side also. The next thing now is to shape the neck area, just like we have on the picture. So here, from this side, I'm going to go in by half an inch. I'll widen it by half an inch. You can use 1 inch, it depends on you. The same thing I'm doing on this half scale, you can do it on the full scale. So now I want to mark the depth. So the depth I will use will be about, I'm working on the normal size, it will be about 7 to 8, but because this is an half scale, so I'll just mark 4 inches downward. Then here I'm going to widen it also by half an inch. You can use 1, right? Okay, then I'm going to use my ruler now to connect it. I'm going to connect this to this using the slightly curved part of the ruler. This is an asymmetric neckline, so the next thing now is to cut out, to trace the neck out. The next thing now is to impute the line we have on the dress. So we're going to cut it through this dart. I'm going to run a line from the neck area through the dart straight down from the center of the dart. So I'll just trace it down from the neckline to the hem of the dress. We want to do some dart manipulation. Remember the shoulder dart that will mask down. So here I'm going to remove the masking tape from the remaining shoulder dart that we have on the dress after shaping the neckline. So now I've removed the masking tape. Then I'll come to the dart we have at the side now. I'm going to close it up. This dart, close it up. Use my masking tape to tape it down. Okay. I hope you are getting it. The next thing I want to do now is to cut the remaining of the shoulder dart off. First, let me trim this side. Okay, the remaining of the shoulder that I have here, I'm going to cut it off. Then I'm going to slash through the line that we drew straight down to the hem. Then I'm going to remove the dart, the waist dart also. I'm going to cut it off. Just pay attention. We're done with this side of the front, so I'll just label side front, then we'll keep it aside. We want to work on this side, the wider part of the front. So the first thing, I'm going to cut this dart off. This other waist dart, you can actually leave it if you want some ease in your dress, but let's eliminate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slash through the waistline first. I'm closing the waist dart at this upper part. Okay, just use my masking tape to tape it down. You can see that it's not relaxed, it's not that flat. We're still going to do something about it. And I'll come to this other, the down part of the waist dart also. I'm going to close it using my masking tape to tape it down. For it to relax, I need to slash a line around this top of the dart. That's the apex of the dart. I'll just connect a line from the top of the dart straight to the center like so. Then I'll cut it. You can see that it's more relaxed now. So this side dart, I'm going to close it now. I'll mask it down. Coming to the other side of the dart, for it to relax, I'm going to draw a line. Yes, I'm going to draw a line here at the end of this dart leg. Just draw a line like this. Then I'm going to slash open straight to the side front. You can see that it's more relaxed now. So the next thing now is to draw the lines for the ruched effect. For the ruched effect, you can create as many lines as you want. So I'll start by drawing my lines from this side front towards the center like so. Just draw as many as you want. You can be creative about this. I'm going to cut the lines very close to the edge, but I'll make sure I did not cut it off. I have another pattern paper here underneath where I want to spread it on. But before I spread it, I'm going to match it with the other side of the front, so I'll know where the gathers will stop. So I'll match it up like this. Then I'm going to mark it. Then when I'm cutting on fabric, I'll also notch it so I'll know where the gathering, the ruche effect will stop. So I'm going to keep this one aside now. Then I'm going to spread this as I want. After spreading, I'm going to mask it down, then add my seam allowances all around. After spreading and masking it down, I'm going to connect it in a smooth curve so that there won't be any sharp edge. Like I said, you can spread it as wide as you want, but this is fine. So I'll just connect in a smooth curve, then I'll add my seam allowances all around. I'm going to add half an inch seam allowance at the neck area, the armhole half, then the side 1 inch, then the hem 1.5. Then to join the other part of the front, I'm going to add half an inch to it. This is it after adding the seam allowances all around. So the next thing now is to cut out. Here it is cut on fabric. This is the wider part of the front. I went ahead and cut facing also. You can decide the length of your facing. If you don't know how to cut facing, I'll leave some video down in the description box below to show you. Then I went ahead and added seam allowances to the other side of the front also. Then I also have facing for it. This is the back I cut two. I added 1 inch as my zipper allowance, then 1 inch as side seam, then half at the neck and armhole, then the hem 1.5, then the facing. I also cut the facing. I'm going to start the sewing from the front. I'm supposed to cut one facing each by cut two, so it's just one I'm stitching together. So I'll just match it up at the neck area. I'll stitch on 1/2 inch. To the wider part of the front, I'm going to run a basting stitch. That's the gathering stitch, right from the neck area to where the slash and spread stops. Here it is after running the basting stitch. I've not pulled it yet. I want to match it up with this other side of the front, so I'm removing the pattern now, so that by the time I pull, I'll be able to match it up. I'll gather it like so. Remember where we're stopping, where we mark on the pattern, that is where the gathering is stopping. Then after gathering, I'll place the two together. Just place them together like this, and I'll stitch on 1/2 inch. Here it is stitched down, looking nice already. All right, so I'm going to take the back now. I'm going to stitch all the darts, all the necessary darts. I'll stitch it and I'll be back. Here it is after stitching the dart at the back, and I have the facing here. This is the front facing. You know, we have two panels at the back, so I'm going to stitch the shoulders on 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch like so. Then I'm going to take the main fabric now, right side facing right side, that's the back and front, place it together. Then I'll stitch on the shoulders, half here and half here also. And here it is, the shoulder is stitched, and I have the facing here also is stitched. Then I iron the same at the shoulders. So I'm going to place it right side facing right side, and I'll stitch on 1/2 inch like so. Then I'll snip, then on the stitch, and I'll be back. Here it is, the neck is stitched and under stitch, so you can actually reduce the seam by cutting it a little. But I have it here looking nice. Then you can take it to the ironing table and iron for neat finishing. So I'm going to align the side together, then stitch on my seam allowance, which is 1 inch. I'm going to do the same to this other side also. Then after that, I'm going to fix my zipper. Then I'll be right back. Here it is after fixing the zipper, and here is the front looking nice. You know, our emphasis is on the ruche area, this area. All right, so there's no need for us to fix the sleeve. Then the hem also, what I did was to iron it inward. Then I'm going to hem it, then I'll place it on the dress form for you to see. And here it is looking nice. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to support me by subscribing, give it a thumbs up. You can also hit the notification bell so as to get notified when I upload new videos. You can as well leave your comment down below. Till I come your way again, bye for now. Bye.